to drive. Emery shoots at the buzzer, and it goes! Taylor Emery's all fired up, and the Hokies go into the locker room leading by 10. Hokies maintaining possession. Blumler, right foot, front of the net. Coffey wins the game for Virginia Tech. And the second overtime, the junior from Springfield, Virginia, gives the Hokies their first ACC win of the season. So Stoffel looking for his first hit of the ball game. Luke Haransky on deck for the Hokies. Already has a double. It'll get a little bit more difficult for Stout on the mound. Payoff. Bouncer through the hole into left field. There's a base hit, and the game is tied. Mitchell. Big swing. Katie Smith off her back foot. Evans blocked. Katie Smith says not today.
Oh, what a solo.
It's a perfect day in Blacksburg, Virginia, and an excellent setting for the second round of the NCAA Men's Soccer Tournament. Virginia Tech Hokies host the Charlotte 49ers here on ESPN3. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel and Morgan Conklin. We're glad to have you with us here on ESPN3. Well, Morgan, it's a great matchup because both of these teams have some history together.
And especially in the
Nestled inside of a warm Castle Coliseum, number 15 Virginia Tech continues their non-conference slate. The Hokies face on the South Carolina State Bulldogs here on ACC Network Extra. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel and Mac McCarthy. We're glad to have you with us here on ACC Network Extra. Well, Mac, both of these teams coming into different parts of their season. For the Hokies, a bit more successful. 7-1 on the year, coming off of a win against VMI, and P.J. Horn was the unlikely standout for the Hokies.
Yeah, Buzz Williams inserted P.J. Horn, the sophomore.
Handed to the Hokies, holding Applewhite to just 2 points, and both of those coming from the free throw line. So far, the player averaging 19 points per game for the Bulldogs, just 0 of 3 from the field. Fields drives in, no help from the glass. Offensive rebound. And the Hokies come up with it, courtesy Alexander Walker.
Good looks right there by Lozante Fields.
Outlaw hasn't connected on a 3 yet in this game. On the floor with Robinson, who has 14 points. See if he can do it here. Like clockwork, Mac, mention it, and it happens.
There you go. Scoreless in the first half. Finds himself wide open to start the second half.
50% three-point shooter, one of the purest three-point shooters on this roster for Virginia Tech.
Hill draws the matchup against Applewhite to start the second half.
And Powell running down the shot clock again. Applewhite fade away, rattles it home.
Just too good to shut out, but the Hokies did it for a half. Good play right there on the baseline. Double team came too late. And South Carolina State shows the high 1-3-1 zone again, giving Virginia Tech a lot of different looks.
Going back to the zone after starting in the man-to-man. Robinson, what a cut. Hill. Dipped in the air. Good effort by Blackshear Jr. Lost the ball, but he's fouled in the process.
Yeah, I think it'll be on the floor, baseline out of bounds.
That foul's going to go on Armani Hill. How about Blackshear fighting his way into the corner and then getting tied up with a sophomore from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Did a nice job of tipping that rebound out to himself.
Hill trapped now. Had to resort to throw that ball out of bounds off of the leg of Hill.
South Carolina State has shown a trap in the corner on some baseline out of bounds.
And Murray Garvin's team has played strong defensively.
Back to the 1-3-1 now.
Using up most of the shot clock again. Kick out Hill. Now has to rush. Blackshear. Hill at the buzzer. Count it.
Inside out. Coach Williams loves the paint touch and the kick it out to the three-point shooter.
Redshirt senior from Georgia connecting on the long three. Here's Kennard. Physical play. And a foul called on Kennard, colliding with Alexander Walker.
Not targeting, but definitely a foul.
No helmet-to-helmet action. Hokies leading by 15. Largest lead of the game for Virginia Tech. Good bounce. Hill lost the ball. What a foul's called on South Carolina State. Another one called on Azante Fields. Seems like the Hokies have more energy in the second half, Mac.
Well, they've had good ball movement. That's allowed a couple people to get wide open shots. Yeah, and Fields just never got in a legal guarding position. And then South Carolina State fell asleep on the baseline out of bounds again. Talking about execution, the Hokies really do a nice job in special situations.
Alexander Walker able to convert. How about this poke from Robinson to the floor? What an effort play. And goes back towards South Carolina State, but still got to give it to Robinson, sliding in the backcourt. Just couldn't keep the ball in bounds.
Yeah, great job hustling. Tried to get the timeout, but the ball was already touched out of bounds. Good hustle right here by both players.
Look at Buzz Williams on the tightrope, trying to call a timeout.
He wanted it.
Oh, Williams loves the effort out of Justin Robinson. Just a very physical team. It takes a special type of basketball player to buy into this brand that Buzz Williams has at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, very unselfish. Two things come to mind immediately. They play really hard, and they're very unselfish. Those are two good things to be known for as a basketball program.
Robinson, one of those players that's very unselfish, over 6 assists per game. Applewhite, a prayer. Fields tracks down the ball.
Applewhite forced that one. Trying to draw the foul, but a new shot clock for South Carolina State.
Up to Fields. Just rolls away from the rim. Blackshear wrestling for that board.
It's coming off such a big game, 19 points and 11 rebounds on Thursday night in a win against Voorhees, but just can't quite finish it tonight.
Blackshear pulls the trigger. You betcha. Timeout called by South Carolina State. Hokies up by 20, and they're starting to feel it here at Castle Coliseum. Ahmed Hill, Alexander Walker, and now Blackshear all connecting on threes as Virginia Tech is up big over South Carolina State.